When you walk into a hospital, often the first person to greet you is a healthcare worker, a nurse, a caregiver, a doctor. But what if I told you that many of the people who save lives in hospitals across the world are not working in their home country? They're thousands of miles away, serving strangers, often while leaving their own families behind. These are the Overseas Filipino Workers, or OFWs, unsung heroes who form the backbone of the healthcare system in countless countries. But what drives them? Why do they choose to leave their homes to work abroad? And what makes them such vital contributors to global healthcare? For decades, Filipino healthcare workers have been at the forefront of global healthcare. In fact, the Philippines is one of the world's largest exporters of healthcare professionals. From nurses to caregivers, midwives, and even doctors, Filipino workers are highly sought after for their skill, dedication, and compassion. Filipino healthcare professionals are everywhere, from the bustling hospitals of New York to care facilities in Saudi Arabia, making an impact on healthcare systems worldwide. But this didn't happen by accident. It's a legacy that began decades ago and continues to grow as countries face shortages of skilled healthcare workers. But what makes Filipino healthcare workers so special? It's more than just their technical skills, it's their heart. In a profession that demands both physical stamina and emotional resilience, Filipino workers bring a unique sense of compassion, often going the extra mile for their patients. For us, it's not just about doing our job. It's about treating every patient as if they were part of our own family. That's what drives us to do our best, no matter where we are. That sense of family and care is exactly what sets Filipino healthcare workers apart. They don't just provide medical care, they provide comfort, hope, and love to people who are often far from their own families. But behind the smiling faces and warm hearts, there's often a story of sacrifice. Many OFWs leave behind their families, their children, and their loved ones to pursue work abroad. For years, sometimes decades, they send their earnings back home, often missing out on birthdays, holidays, and family milestones. Imagine being the backbone of a healthcare system, saving lives every day, while knowing that your own family is waiting for you thousands of miles away. This is the quiet burden many OFWs carry as they serve others. It's a sacrifice that many endure in silence, but it's driven by a sense of duty, not just to their patients, but to their own families and communities back home. From the ICU wards of London to the emergency rooms of Los Angeles, Filipino healthcare workers are everywhere. During the COVID-19 pandemic, they were at the front lines in many of the hardest-hit countries, putting their own lives at risk to save others. In fact, during the pandemic, Filipino healthcare workers were often celebrated as heroes abroad, with communities in places like Italy, the UK, and the US recognizing their bravery and unwavering dedication. Their contributions go beyond patient care. They are shaping the very foundation of healthcare in many countries, and their impact will be felt for generations to come. So what's next for these healthcare heroes? As the global demand for skilled healthcare workers continues to rise, more and more Filipinos are answering the call. They're not just filling gaps in the workforce, they're leading the charge, improving healthcare standards around the world. But there's more to be done. Many OFWs dream of one day returning home, where their skills and experience can be used to improve the Philippine healthcare system. For them, it's not just about personal success, it's about giving back to their home country. Filipino healthcare workers are not just employees, they are heroes, saving lives while sacrificing their own comfort and time with their families. They're building a legacy of care, compassion, and strength across the globe. If you know a Filipino healthcare worker or have been cared for by one, take a moment to thank them. And if you're an OFW yourself, we want to hear your story. Leave a comment below and share your experience of what it's like to be a healthcare hero abroad. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more inspiring stories like this one. Remember, the world is a better place because of heroes like you.